Snap FIERI, and you know what I need? I need you riding shotgun with me. From LA to Vegas to Coachella, making pit stops at desert spots and ink blots on tabletops on the road to Napkintown. This is Diners, Drawings, and Dives. Let's go! All right, that's enough of that. With gigs in Vegas and Indio in the same week, I decided to turn my work trips into one big perk trip.
I'm gonna show you how to turn your work trips into perk trips.
Day 1.
I split the journey from LA to Vegas by camping along the 15 at Applewhite Campground in the San Bernardino forest. The campsite's across the road from Lytle Creek. The best part of camping is sitting, sipping, watching water, feeling flames. But I had to sacrifice some napkins to ensure a big blaze.
I don't want to die, just a little napkin.
The Virgin of the Napkin Gods.
I soul searched under the stars, wet the pit, then hit the sack.
Day 2.
First solo camp complete. I planned 3 stops along the 15, but I had to be in Vegas by 3. First stop was Peggy Sue's Nifty 50s Diner. I followed the yellow brick road to the original countertop and ate a gravy-smothered omelet called The Blob. I drew Connie, who had been serving and singing there for over 30 years. In the back of the diner, there's a dinosaur park. Second stop was Calico Ghost Town, just down the road from Peggy Sue's. This abandoned mining town looked awesome from the outside. I'll have to mine for gold next trip when I take my horse to the Ghost Town Road. Third stop was Alien Fresh Jerky, a galactic snack shack with jerky, candies, and photo ops. I only had time to hop out, so the inside will remain a mystery. But the truth is out there, and I was out of there too. Pedal to the metal to Vegas, baby. I arrived at Swingers Miniature Golf to draw napkin portraits for a tech conference mixer. Then I dipped from the Strip to downtown Vegas to see my buddy Pretty Done at his art studio and storefront. If you live in Vegas, you see his stuff everywhere. He laced me with a care package. Then I capped the night off at a vinyl R&B lounge.
Day 3.
I had a day before my Coachella party, so I plotted some desert hikes along the way to Indio. First stop was Kelso sand dunes in the Mojave desert. A flying rock cracked my windshield, but I kept cracking on. I parked next to Wes Vanderson and prepared for the steep climb and intense heat. I brought a skateboard deck to slide down the dunes and a walking stick, something I'd never used before. Is this how you do it? That incline on soft sand at 100 degrees was no joke. Finally, I reached the top, where I learned why the deserts miss the rain. Now, it was time to bomb the hill. But the sand was so hot and soft, I just sank into it, so I rolled out. I did make the dunes sing though, which occurs when layers of fine sand cause a vibration, which emits a hum.
Amazing Grace.
Second stop was Roy's Motel and Cafe on the way to Joshua Tree. It's an iconic Route 66 landmark. Then I kept on going like the cracks spreading across my windshield. Finally, I arrived in J Tree for my third stop, a hike to 49 Palms Oasis. I traversed the rocky desert and wondered, could I be a walking stick guy? I made it to Oasis, but saw no champagne supernovas in the sky. I made my way back and decided I am now a walking stick guy. Fourth stop was Pioneertown. I popped into the Red Dog Saloon. Woof, woof. A cowboy set turned biker bar turned family-friendly watering hole where even horses hoof it in for hooch. They got my framed napkin art on the wall to prove it, too. I drew the house band, but had to use white paint markers on their red napkins. Next up was Pappy and Harriet's, now a bar with live music, formerly a Hell's Angel hangout. Then had dinner at the Coppa Room.
Day 4.
By morning, I was Coachella bound to draw at an influencer pool party for high noon vodka infused tea. I drew influencers, music producers, cowgirls, and festival fairies. Even Tyga popped by to get a taste. Afterwards, I ate dinner at La Quinta Cliff House Grill and Bar.
Ooh, day 5.
I had a final swim at the sands with a spritz, and headed back to LA to get my windshield fixed.
Well, that's it for this NAPQuest, but don't you worry. Stay tuned for more diners, drawings, and dives. Peace out.